All right, if you are in the market for a budget-friendly robot today, we are checking out the eufy Omni C28, and we're gonna be comparing it to some other options on the market. Let's get right into it. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Desmond. So when you are shopping for a robot vacuum in the 500 to 600 range, all the market starts to sound about the same, right? There are big suction numbers, everything's got smart navigation, all-in-one docks. Every brand makes the same promises. But once you start living with one of these in the real household, I've got 3 kids, a pet, daily messes, mixed flooring, the difference becomes really obvious really quickly. And with that said, the truth nobody tells you when you're shopping in this price range is when you're buying a robot vacuum, the highest priority should be the actual cleaning performance, right? Not the dock features, not the app interface, not the buzzwords. Just, does this thing actually clean your floors? So I partnered with eufy on this video because they want me to put their new Omni C28 to the test against the Roborock S5V in a real home. Both priced around $500 to $600 in range, both targeting the same type of buyer. And then this isn't a specific spec sheet battle. This is practical side-by-side home cleaning comparisons, just structured around 4 scenarios that are quite common in my house. So one, I think it's just mopping different messes on different surfaces, cleaning up hair, cleaning up crumbs, picking up after my kids and my pets, and then deep carpet cleaning. So we have rugs scattered all over the house. So let's get right into it. The C28, it's built on the foundation of the eufy X10 Pro Omni. It's one of the best-selling robot vacuums, again, in that price range for the last couple of years. But the C28 is a meaningful upgrade, right? This is the first time eufy has brought their HydroJet self-cleaning roller mop to the C-Series lineup. That's a flagship tier mopping system at a value tier price. So some tech specs I'm just gonna run through so you know what we're talking about. First, the HydroJet roller mop. We have the DuoSpiral Detangling Brush and 15,000 pascals of suction power within the Carpet Boost system. An all-in-one station, the iPath 2.0 LiDAR navigation. Now there are 2 design advantages over the Roborock that I do like. First, the C28's roller mop is the longest in its price range. I think length does matter in this case because the more surface area it covers, the better it's going to clean in a single pass. So the C28 uses an advanced self-cleaning roller mop, while Roborock actually uses the traditional dual rotating mop pads. The other thing is the Roborock has about 12,000 pascals of suction power compared to the C28's 15,000. And just a quick couple of things, the C28 does have dual side brushes versus the Roborock, which has a classic swing arm side brush handle. The shapes are intrinsically different. The C28 does go for a more squared off shape, whereas the Roborock, again, classic robot vacuum style, which does have its pros and its cons. All right, so the first test is mopping. This is where the value for money story lands the hardest. This is also where I noticed the biggest difference in performance between the eufy Omni C28 and the Roborock S5V. The C28 uses what eufy calls the HydroJet self-cleaning roller mop. So I've tested a number of different vacuums in this home before. I prefer this style of mopping system because it's a large roller, it self-cleans versus the 2 spinning pads that are on the Roborock. So the C28 has a continuous rolling mop. Fresh water gets sprayed on the roller constantly, and then dirty water gets scraped off and captured in a separate tank. The roller washes itself about 9 times per second, the highest self-cleaning frequency in the category currently, which keeps the mop genuinely clean throughout the entire cleaning session. And it's really impressive how it cleans up without leaving streaks or leaving wet, moist residue behind. And in this test where we've got both juice and milk on the floor, I think the C28 did an incredible job. It did a couple of passes, it cleaned everything up, and then the floor was almost dry to the touch, which is exactly what you want to avoid streaking on hardwood floors. Now the Roborock at the same price point uses those dual spinning flat pads. That approach works for light surface cleaning, but the mechanics are just fundamentally different, right? Flat pads can get saturated, which means they start redistributing moisture instead of refreshing it. So in the test with the S5V, you can see here, yes, from a distance, it looks like it is cleaning and sucking up the same milk and the same juice, and it leaves the floor looking clean. But when I bring the camera closer, it is just covered in moisture and water, and probably a combination of that juice and milk being spread across. And that stayed moist for another 10 or 15 minutes. I just had to grab a rag and clean it up myself. But that can be the downside of a dual spinning flat pad when you are actually cleaning up real messes, right? If someone spills coffee or juice and you want the robot vacuum to take care of it and not yourself, the C28 is going to do a much better job of cleaning and sucking all of that up, and then also cleaning its own roller while it's happening. The Roborock, it was just spreading it around my floor, and I still had to clean it afterwards. So I think that's a win for the C28. So the next test, hair on the carpet. Like I mentioned, my home, it's hardwood floors. I've got rugs everywhere, but I've also got a pet. I've got 2 daughters. I've got a wife, so there's hair everywhere. And we want to test how both of these vacuums do on carpets, sucking up all the different hair that is around the house. So the C28 uses what Eufy calls the DuoSpiral Detangle Brushes with a 4-step anti-tangle system. So this closable dual arm design that I'm showing you here, it matters a lot. So the brushes seal shut during cleaning, so there's no gap down the center to the cleaning path. And then when it gets back to the dock, the rollers separate, and if there's any hair that's tangled, it gets sucked right into the dust bag, which again, really, really helpful. And you can see how much hair the C28 is sucking up here. And then you can also see how there's no wrap and no tangle after it has emptied itself. And then the same test with the S5V from Roborock with, again, a same mixture of pet hair and my wife and the kids' hair piled up on the carpet. The Roborock does a good job of sucking everything up, just like the C28 did in almost entirely a single pass, which is great. But that also means there's a very high likelihood of tangle because all this hair is collected together. But if we look at the bottom of the Roborock, you can see that these longer strands are wrapped around the roller inside. And that is something that's a pain. You need tweezers, you need scissors. It's just something I just never want to deal with, especially considering how much hair is shed around my house between my dog and my wife and my daughters. Another test I wanted to run also because it's a real scenario. The kids, they leave crumbs all over the house, and we're just gonna see how long it takes both of them to clean and how well they do cleaning it up. I will say, because of the shape on the S5V, the Roborock, I think it does a really good job of going around these thin chair legs. And just like you would expect from a robot vacuum, it did a great job of picking up all the crumbs. So this looks clean to me, that's solid. And the same thing with the Eufy C28. It did a good job of sucking up all the crumbs. Also with the dual side brushes, it's able to pick up and move those crumbs around no matter what orientation it's in. It did, in my opinion, take a little bit longer to grab all the crumbs, but again, I think that's probably more of a navigation difference than it is a suction power difference. It just chose different routes to go around the leg and how it came back and forth to clean the entire area. But at the end of the test, both robots did a great job of cleaning all those crushed up goldfish off the ground. So crumb test, I think they both pass. All right, so another test, vacuuming on hardwood floors. Like I mentioned, multi-floor home. Vacuum on hardwood floors, different surfaces, different cleaning dynamics. I think this is just an important thing to show you guys. The C28 has that brush lift that raises the roller on hard floor to prevent mopping from cross-contaminating the cleaning area. So when it is in a vacuum mode, that roller comes up and then it's just gonna go about vacuuming everything in its place. And when it goes to mopping mode, the mop comes down. Pretty straightforward stuff. But in this test, we wanted to run the same thing. I've still got a lot of hair collected for the test. So we put some hair on the hardwood floor just to see how the C28 and the Roborock do. Now the same test with the Roborock, again, you can see here, it does capture everything in a single pass, but it's because the hair is so tangled up. And then one of the other things I'll call out, it's the deep carpet cleaning. This is more of a hidden test. It's hard for me to really show you. I actually don't think either of them performed well in the demonstration. I used cornstarch, and that is not easy to suck up. But what most people skip when comparing robot vacuums, because it's not visually dramatic, it's not like a mess that's obvious, it's how it picks up fine dust, allergens, and embedded debris that live deep in the carpet fibers. So what I wanted to do is probably test more of the suction power on both of these. We've tested the vacuuming power on crumbs, some cornstarch, and powdery goods on the hardwood, but the C28 has 15,000 pascals of suction power with their carpet boost system, which automatically detects carpet and ramps up suction power as soon as it makes contact. I found it collected lots and lots of fine dust and allergens. It did a great job with all the different crumbs, even the larger particles and embedded debris. The Roborock, same thing, but that's the area I want to be honest about. Is I think the Roborock from a pure vacuuming perspective is pretty comparable. Although it's only 12,000 pascals of total suction power, I think it does a fine job for regular daily use cases. If you need that additional kind of like deep carpet cleaning, if you want those allergens and things sucked out of deep carpet, then yes, the more pascals of suction power, the better the performance is going to be just naturally. And that leads me to this other area where there are clearly areas where the C28 isn't winning on every single dimension, right? First of all, the dock features. Both the C28 and the Roborock have all-in-one stations that handle auto emptying, mop washing, hot air drying, and water refilling. Both are competent. The features are basic, but cover everything you need. Now the C28 offers up to 75 days of hands-free maintenance, which is perfect for anyone who wants zero hassle, but the C28 station is relatively basic compared to higher tier docks. So for example, there's no hot water mop washing, there's no automatic detergent dispensing. You do add detergent manually to the clean water tank. And between the C28 and the Roborock, it could be a pro or con depending on the size of your home or the aesthetic you're going for. I think the C28 looks better, but it is a significantly smaller footprint, which means the clean and dirty water tanks are much smaller than the Roborock. So the Roborock can hold more clean water and dirty water. With that said, I think the C28 is a cleaner overall aesthetic, and the Roborock looks much more classic compared to other robot vacuums I've tested. But if your priority is the most premium dock experience in the price range, neither the Roborock or the C28 is going to be a spec sheet winner here. So within that $500 to $600 range, which one should you actually buy? For me, I found that the C28 was the clear winner. I think the mopping test was the biggest aha moment for me. The vacuuming, it's great. The hair, it did that really well. Detangling was solid. Overall, switching between hardwood floor vacuuming to carpet vacuuming, everything works. The crumbs are gone. It does its job really well. If you have pets, if you have kids, go with the C28. That HydroJet roller mop handles spills in one pass, just really, really well. If you have mixed floors with carpets and rugs, also, I think the C28 is the winner here. Cleaning across different surfaces though, I think both the vacuums did a great job. I will leave links in the description. That's it. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch y'all in the next one.